nothing profitable. There's no money in this. Don't do this. Can I make nacho fries better than those other guys? But first, let's get drunk.
Welcome to Drunk Dining, where we get drunk and cook food.
Hey guys, welcome back to Drunk Dining. So today we're gonna make nacho fries, but we're gonna actually use real cheese queso.
Let's start this off with the bad news. Unfortunately, I gotta be like Donald Trump, and I gotta censor myself.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make French fries, and that consists of just peeling a ton of potatoes. It's pretty boring, but it's the first job that you get in a restaurant industry, and trust me, you're gonna be doing this your entire life.
Just a little bit, you know? We live in a world of cancel culture, and there's nothing that scares me more than a bunch of Karens.
So when choosing potatoes for French fries, which surprisingly aren't French, they're actually from Belgium, you want to use a starchy potato. And the gold standard for French fries is always russet potatoes.
You know what? Let's have a censored version on YouTube, and then the raw and uncut, just like a Jewish boy before his bar mitzvah. Did I even say that right?
So after we're done peeling the potatoes, now we want to cut them to our desired thickness. I always do about a 3/8 cut, but if you prefer, you could do a thick wedge cut or a shoestring, but there are so many ways, and we'll talk about that another day.
That will still be available. It's just unfortunately gonna be on the Patreon, and this isn't a push to put you on the Patreon. It's more for my sanity. I just don't want to be canceled.
So now we just gotta wash off all the starch, and while we're doing this, we might as well brine the potato at the same time. This allows us to penetrate the potato and actually get salt within it and not just on the outer crispy exterior.
I want to make this a fun show for everyone, except for myself. I'm the only one who gets to be miserable.
Now that our fries are washed and brined, we're gonna do our initial first fry. And this is just to cook the potatoes thoroughly. That way when you chew into it, you don't get an uncooked raw potato taste.
The show wasn't meant to be appealing to such a wide demographic. I always thought of the show as like a Mr. Rogers for millennials, but apparently like Zoomers are like in this show too.
The oil you choose for your French fries is really up to you, but the cleanest oil is peanut oil. Some people have an allergy to this, so I don't always suggest this, but if you want to be on the safe side, there's nothing wrong with using canola oil.
I think if you're in the Patreon, you'll appreciate the much more adult-oriented jokes and humor. Everyone can enjoy drunk dining, even the ones who aren't legal of age of drinking yet.
So we're gonna gently fry our potatoes at 270 degrees for about 7 minutes, and then we're gonna dry it on a mesh wire rack. And then after that, we're gonna put it on a tray, that way we can freeze them. That will get us ready for our last and final fry.
It doesn't mean the show's gonna be any worse, okay? I can still say stuff like ass and titties. I just can't say f or
So when making queso, you don't want to use the prepackaged shredded cheese because it has a powder on it that prevents it from clumping, and unfortunately that's the last thing we want when trying to make a thick, uniformed queso cheese. So we actually have to take a block of this and we gotta hand grate this ourselves. When using a box grater, I like to lay it on the side and grate it that way. So when you're ready, you can tip it over and your cheese will be exactly where you want it to be.
Bear with me. The show's an educational show. It's just thinly disguised to promote my alcoholism. That's it.
And then we just want to get ready our vegetables, which all we're going to do is we're going to use up some green onions. We're going to use the white stems to saute as well as garlic. And then we're going to finish it with the green parts at the end. We're going to dice up a couple Roma tomatoes. And then we're going to also add in some jalapeno.
I've been living on this unemployment for a little while. Hey, you know what? I paid those tax dollars, so give it back to me. Like, it's my own money. Let me do what I want with it. Fortunately, it's running out, so I'm just gonna be broke. It's fine. It's fine. The show's still not profitable. There's nothing profitable. There's no money in this. Don't do this as a career. Don't ever think, hey, let me start a cooking show where I get really drunk and teach people how to cook. Maybe I'll make some money off of it. No, you don't make shit.
The thing about jalapeno is the capsaicin lies within the pith of the fruit, and it's a common misconception that the seeds are where all the heat is, but it's actually the white fleshy part of the jalapeno. So if you cut around that, you actually get all of the flavor of the pepper without nearly as much heat. And that's all the vegetables we're gonna need for our queso dip.
This year has done nothing but given me anxiety and depression and existentialism.
And now it's time to finish the fries. So now that our fries have been frozen in the freezer for a little while, it's ready to do the final fry. And this is gonna take about 4 to 6 minutes. And we're gonna heat our oil to about 375 degrees because it's gonna lower its temperature as soon as the fries hit. And then we're gonna bring it down to 350. We're gonna let this fry until it's golden brown and delicious.
Existentialism. What is life? Is what I'm doing right now helping anyone? I don't know. Have I only hurt myself doing this? Is this like my own way of masochism? What is good? What is bad? Is this bad? Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing?
We're gonna salt this at the end, and then we're just gonna add a little bit of taco seasoning, just because, you know, we're trying to emulate someone, but we're not saying. But yeah, that's about it. Let's see how Drunk Me does.
There's like a philosopher saying living is suffering and the will to live is to endure that suffering. And I do this stupid show that nobody watches. No, I'm just kidding. Don't call the cops. Seriously. I want this show to continue. The sad reality is if it's to continue, it needs to make some money. It's whoop-de-doo. Whoa. Just kidding. I'm gonna make sure it survives. I'm gonna make sure that stays on for as long as I want it to, until I can like pass it down to a young Padawan. Cheers.
Hooray!
All right, let's start cooking. Oh God, the sun's starting to rise. So let's just rewarm these fries just a little bit. We're gonna throw it in the air fryer. Nothing goes wrong on medium. There's always money in the banana stand. So I'm kind of like almost ambidextrous in a weird way. Okay, so we got the butter melted. And then we just gotta spread an even amount. So we're making a roux. We can start by heating up some jalapenos. Let me get some milk. Never leave a roux unattended for very long. So that's blonde. We're just gonna slowly add, yeah, just do the whole thing. So there we go. There's our roux. We're just gonna brown this just a little bit. It's actually surprisingly gone really fast. Gonna add our milk. We're gonna also add our tomatoes. Just gonna cook it until it gets thick. Basically, the butter acts as like a shortener. It's not technically a shortener, but what it does is it breaks down the gluten chemical chain. It spreads it out throughout the entire product. That's thickened. Now we just gotta add our cheese. And so there we go. We got our queso going. I feel like that's a good amount. Just get a little bit more cheese in here. We want like a nice vibrant color. Ooh, there we go. That is a queso right there. We want to add that. As a professional, you gotta season all the time, and sometimes I forget. Season. As if we don't have enough seasons. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Yeah, summer. Like, if you didn't exist, then maybe we could have a normal life. Yeah, summer. Just way to ruin everything. It's my only impression, apparently. I think we have something here, boys and girls. That is some good nacho queso cheese. It's not a white queso, it's a dark queso, like me. I hate filming in HD because then you see all my imperfections. Like, HD just accentuates all of it. You know, like stop. Oh yeah. Nice little air fryer fries. And then we got our queso. Whoop. I like how I just dumped it all in the middle. There we go. That looks like nacho fries right there. I'm running out of camera footage and I gotta take pictures, so here's my anxiety going through the roof, and cheers. I literally filmed this all by myself, so that camera is gonna be in the shot. I don't care. Let's try this. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you for watching Drunk Dining. Like, drunk me always feels like I mess this up. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Just trying to go to sleep. Anyways, thank you for watching Drunk Dining. I'll see you next week. Yes! Hey guys, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe. And if you want more recipes as well as extra footage, be sure to check out the Patreon down below. Other than that, I'll see you next video. Oh god, I'm so awkward. Why?